Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 23 of Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. In the last part, we were about to land in Fort Deadlight, so let's get to it. Through the distant haze of a sea mist and rocky shadows, Fort Deadlight rises over the horizon. Approaching a pirate stronghold is a risky venture, even for the most skilled of mariners. Any ship not flying a Principe flag that's sighted in Deadlight shallows may be raided. Abaddon's iron scrote, Cap. Those them guns be bigger than I remember. Sephiroth looks up at the fortress from the deck and inhales through his teeth. I can be vouchsafing you with the guards if you can be getting us to the dock without being blasted to bits thrice over. Otherwise, I'd be recommending the sneakiest approach you got. Hoist up a Principe flag and dock at Deadlight's port. With a Principe flag flapping wildly from your mast, you smoothly sail into port and moor up at the dock. The docks are crawling with sailors of all ages and races, many of them wearing mismatched, battle-torn outfits, guns strapped to their thighs and chests. They load and unload cargo holds, arms brawny, grinning faces sun-blistered as they laugh and curse and shout and phlegm onto the splintered boards of the dock. From the bustle, Principe guards emerge to hail your arrival. Satisfied with your appearance, they nod to you, and you make your way up to the fort's main gate.
No, more casual.
Right, so let's have a look where we are. So there's Snake Eyes Codewen. Now I will admit, ladies and gentlemen, I know completely what the fuck I'm doing. Like this is actually really. This area can be a little bit weird when you first get here if you don't know what you're doing, but luckily I do.
Got a nice cutlass for you.
Which one we've got for sale?
Right away.
Ooh, the Bloody Lynx. Grants blood price, or imbued with blood, the male constricts and ripples seemingly under its own power. Grants a bonus to all. Oh my god, that's fucking cool. Wait, so basically, if we get bloodied, we become we're better at defending ourselves. And it has extra enhancements, and it can be brought to legendary status. Whereas in comparison, it's actually still better than the armor we've got now. And you know what? I'm actually going to treat myself because everyone else seems to have unique armor. I want unique armor. It's kind of hard to save up every so often, but... Now, one of you also said I should... I think it's this one. Yeah. So essentially, you guys said I should give this to someone who has a... see, no, it doesn't work because it's the cast... Well, yes. So basically... yeah, it does work. So what we should do is we get someone who attracts all the enemies, activate this ability, and then bombard them with an AoE. And I'm not going to lie, that does actually seem like it should work. I just don't trust it. You're getting this price down is going to be fucking impossible from 5 grand. Like even the you know this is worth 310. You get rid of that. That gives you 1 constitution. That get rid of that. 410 for that. 1200 for force this one. You know, I'm not going to be able to use that because I don't like having my guys alone. But yeah, we're still not going to be able to earn the price back. So for now, we're just going to have to accept that I'm losing 4 grand for my armor. Because I want some new armor. That looks fucking cool.
You shopping for Bartow? Right away.
Let's trade that. There we go. So we're 4 grand down, which is upsetting, but it happens. So let's get ourselves into the main.
Ahoy, Captain. I've got to come clean about something, and that'll be as good a time as not.
What is it?
Much as I hate bandwidth, the main reason I signed up with you were to get here, to get a chance to look for a man named Romero.
Another X?
Nay, Captain, but I like where your head be.
He chuckles quietly. Thoughtfully, Jyoti rubs a knuckle along the edge of her jaw. Adir nods in agreement.
Now, that'd be a longer story than we've got time for. Quick of it be that Romero's in trouble. The Principe have sent a ship hunter after him, and I've got an evening and a half to find him first. I didn't see his ship, so probably not. but mayhaps we could keep a weather eye open for clues to his whereabouts.
Sure. Let's keep a lookout for clues.
Think this'll break me? Ha! It won't. Spit on me, and I'll make you regret it. One day, surely.
Well, you asked so nicely. She jerks against the post, shaking her head to dislodge the spit, but it only slides down her cheek in a slow, gluttonous trail.
Someday, you're going to be having a really good dream about a pretty lass who's still got all her eyes and teeth giving you a below kiss. Then you're going to wake to me standing over you with a knife.
I doubt it. Doesn't mean I won't encourage you to try.
Winds will be changing soon enough. Benwith can't resist throwing another bash for long.
Oh, he's too weak to lift his head. Unfortunate, isn't it?
Come,
this guy.
We've plenty to share. Whoa there, watch your step. The stones are a mite slippery.
The pirate stumbles when he turns, slapping a palm onto the table to steady himself. In the process, he knocks a tankard to the ground, spilling a frothy beverage.
Here's to ourselves. May the gods grant us more gold and luck than we can imagine.
He raises his mug high overhead. Is this a celebratory drink?
You bet. Our bosun just brought a treasure map. We're saluting to our future prosperity, we are. We'll be making a proper raucous if Unwith the Crag-Hearted wasn't such an accursed downer.
What's got Ungriff with the Crag-Hearted all twisted up?
She loathes any type of disorder, especially that of the loud variety. We get too wild and you watch, she'll be stomping down here to yell at us.
20 pyres, so I can drink you under the table.
You can pay to try. Drink up, and we'll see who's left standing. Let's get swilling. First up's a round of Adir and mead.
Drink the mead. You knock back the tankard and take a deep swallow. Gulp after gulp slides smoothly down your throat until the mugs run dry.
Not a bad start, not at all.
He nods to you respectfully before guzzling down his own pint.
Next round's grog, not just any grog, mind you. This batch is fermented with gunpowder.
Drink the grog. You raise your tankard, ignoring the black powder swirling up from the bottom of you as you chug down a heady swig. The grog burns something fierce on the way down, but you guzzle it all before slamming your empty mug onto the table in triumph.
Not many can handle a whole pint of gunpowder grog.
He lifts his brows, both surprised and impressed, then he struggles through his own drink before offering you a snide, wet-looking grin.
Nah, the best for last. We'll be having us a bit of hangman's blood. If this doesn't knock you on your backside, nothing will, I fear.
Drink the liquor. The drink looks deceptively smooth and beery, but it stinks to the high skies. When you swivel the mug, chunks of rotting fruit blob up to the surface. Every swallow feels like choking back bile. The drink scorns a hole in your belly and leaves you parched, but you finish the entire pint down to the last drop. At first, the pirate merely stares. Then he nervously licks his lips and with trembling fingers reaches for his own pint of the corrosive concoction.
Flay me for crow's bait, should I ever turn craven.
In a surge of courage, the drunkard gulps down his own pint. His chest heaves as he climbs the cup, clinks the cup's bottom, and a cocky grin begins a slow sweep of his lips. But his smile freezes halfway, caught in a pine's twist as he slowly begins to tilt backwards. He topples the ground, out cold. There he blows, spewing chunks like churning water.
Shush you rumpots, or Crag-Heart will be down here again. Shush you rumpots, or Crag-Heart will be down here again.
Their raucous louting. For the last time, pipe down.
That's sure to call a guard down.
Flog off.
We best while they're occupied.
I ought to throw you in irons. Think I can't? Think Ben would care what happens to you?
I don't think Aldi's would like it none. No.
All right, let's go do this the way I did it in my own game, because that way should work pretty well.
Captain, before I go introducing you to Siri, I should mention something.
Seraphim frowns, scratching his fur cheeks. Go on.
I might have said things to Siri when I last dropped anchor at Deadlight. Just lovers' words, savvy. but I can't say I rightly lived up to them. I ain't saying there's a problem, just a possible wrinkle in the old charts.
Olaf rolls his eyes, and irked, Shoti runs her tongue over her teeth, and this is because of irresponsibility. A pirate misleading someone to plunder their booty. Shocking.
You ain't sailing with bare poles, Cap.
He chuckles. The faint trace of a smile forms on Zadia's lips, and thoughtfully, Shoti rubs a knuckle on the edge of her jaw.
All I'm saying is, you see her go for a pistol, you best step away from me.
Isn't that my whole, like, fucking shtick to defend you, so...
Man.
I feel like if... oh, there she is. Let's go talk to her. The Orland's large eyes grow larger as you approach and narrow to a sharp edge. Her hands briefly ball to fist before finding their way to her hip. With a sharp twist of her head, she flips seaweed green hair over one shoulder.
Look who finally washed back up ashore.
The edge of her words matches the sharpness of her teeth. Seraphine winces.
Ahoy there, Siri. Miss me?
Did I miss you?
She growls, a low, prolonged sound.
Like a fish misses water, you gutless bastard. For the first few weeks, anyhow. Till it turned to confusion and worry. You said you'd write every night, didn't you? Then where were the birds or the boats with your poems and pages?
You saying our pirate's a poet?
Shoti turns a wide-eyed to Seraphine, amusement making the corners of her mouth twitch.
Siri, sweet honeyheart. I scribbled you missives day and night. Declarations of passion, sonnets in songs. Well, on account of me being at sea, I never had the opportunity to post them.
Shoti nibbles on her lips to hide a spreading smile.
Oh, I'm certain I should believe every word of that blarney. About as certain as I am that you're a snake-tongued philanderer worth little more than a tug in the rug.
I plundered you up a pair of fine, very fine, snakeskin boots, with that tooling you like round the cuffs and all. But the gentleman sprung a leak, and they ended up thoroughly sodden.
She scoffs, and Lee looks to you with a shrug. Shoti flicks her sickle back and forth, agitated.
Tell her, Cap.
See, the thing is, I'm a bleak walker, so... But I also... you know what, fuck it. They were very fine, juicy. That's sarcastic. That suits us. The Orland snorts, her breath briefly catching up her hair. Seraphine eyes close and he nods along. Shoti eyes narrow as dark lashes fusing.
I take it your mother never learned you what a fool notion it is to cross an Orland scorned.
Ah, balls. We be in for it now.
Ye can't just go showering a lass with wildflowers and filling her head with verse if you're planning to ship out and never see her again.
Seraphine winces and shame splashes you like a bucket of cold piss. I'm gonna fight against it. You close your thoughts against the onslaught of Seraphine's emotions and then they break upon you, scattering.
You've been lucky thus far, you know. I'm of half a mind to call ye out and I'm no worse than many with a blade. Least then, perhaps you'll give me a lick of satisfaction.
Her hand strays toward her belt. That's intimidation, isn't it? Whatever you're thinking of reaching for, think again. Over half step away from you, Siri lets her hands drop to her sides. They curl into small, furry fists.
I know you're not worth it, you cockswabby. Yet it's tempting all the same.
I'll be truly soaring sorry, lass. Sorrier still than that. I won't go spinning no yarns about being married to the sea or coming home to you someday. I ain't that gentleman, nor never will be neither.
He strains and meets her eyes.
Alls I can promise you is that what be broken me there ain't fixing for. I'll be a right sad fuck. And there ain't nothing to account for it, but me.
Well said. Siri sighs, wraps herself in her arms, and peers at Seraphine for a long, quiet moment.
That I can understand. I'm not forgiving you a lick now. I won't go seeking for your blood, neither. Now, why don't you be telling me what you want so I can be shot of you for good?
Seraphine nods.
Aye, lass. The captain's got an ask or two about Deadline. But first, I need to know. You remember Romaro? Sailed with me on a sorcerer.
Aye, I remember Romaro. You think I've gone wet in the head or something? Your words have always been as flowery for him as they were for me.
Seraphine claps once, grinning.
It weren't so long ago he shipped out, come to think on it.
Where was Ramona staying?
Hard to starboard through the back door there, then straight on to the end of the hall.
She gestures to the northern exit from the room.
Don't think nobody's claimed his quarters since. Might be worth it to you to poke around.
Do you know where he went?
Can't rightly say. Left in a hurry, I think. Or at least he were here one day and gone the next. Not that he ever mixed much with the sods here.
Give my thanks, lass. Truly. And many more besides.
He bows deeply, braided beard brushing the floor.
Oh, keep it in your pantaloons, you randy swab. You had any other questions, Captain? Happy to oblige the person hauling this blue bastard away from Fort Deadlight.
Just who is this Romaro person Seraphin's looking for? Seraphin rolls his eyes and crosses his arms.
You don't know? That's so, I'm thinking it's not my place to tell you.
Fair enough then.
On to calmer waters then. Were there something else you wanted?
We're looking for Benwick.
That rotten fuck what brought you to Fort Deadlight? Hope you're looking to rough him round a bit. Maybe dangle him over the bulwarks.
Where can we find him?
Benworth blows into Deadlight. He mostly stays locked up in his quarters. A few whores in his bunk, and a whole mess of muscle outside his berth. He's so protected, you'd think he'd got flawless diamonds betwixt his legs, instead of the pair of sweat-wet, rotten figs he's got. Suppose the price of being a first-class arse like Benwick is living in fear of someone slitting your gizzard.
She huffs. What did Benwick do to upset you?
Bastard were playing the keys not 5 nights ago. I joined in, and me not even setting out a pail for coin, neither. He stops and tells the whole room that me voice were more harpy than siren. Course that sets everyone to laughing.
She scowls, arms crossed and shoulders hunched, playing the keys.
Aye, that half-mast sack of soiled linens can't leave alone a chance to show off his talent at the harpsichord. He's got chops, I can't fault him that. But no manners to speak of.
So when does Benwick play the harpsichord?
You think this be some big city cabaret type establishment? There's no schedule, mate. Benwick comes down when the party's loud enough to shake his sheets harder than the oars he keeps up there.
That's all I need to know about Benwick.
Aye, mate, as you please.
Farewell. So let's have a look at this harpsichord.
If it's locked tight, it must lead deeper into the fort.
The harpsichord is finely crafted, detailed and lavish, but the keys are well worn. Inspect the instrument. The row of wooden keys linked to an exposed set of strings. Tapping the key strings triggers a small quill to strum each associated string. Let's rig a bomb to the harpsichord. After glancing around to ensure no one's watching, you place a bomb inside the harpsichord and rig it to one of the strings as a detonator. And there we go. Send a bomb done.
Damn me, the cops run dry.
Let's go talk to Merc.
Welcome one and welcome all. Buy me a bottle and I'll be your finest loving pal.
She hiccups into her fist, then pounds it on the chest to loose an impressive belch.
What says you, lad?
I'm looking for Benwick. She wipes grog from her mouth with the back of one hand.
Aye, you're likely to find him here from time to time. But at the moment, he's staying up top at Aldi's private quarters.
And why is that?
Well, they're real nice.
At your pointed look, she shrugs.
Oh, you meant because the captain's second in command at Aldi's. When she's off plundering, it's him who runs the Deadlight. Ben's locked down the inner halls and the upper ramparts. No one but his own crew's allowed within. He's temping the fort down because he doesn't want to get in trouble with Aldi's again. Last time, we might have got too rowdy.
She snickers into her cup.
But executing all those political prisoners sure was fun.
Murky hiccups behind her hand. Sarah wanted to draw Benwick down here.
And why would you want to be doing that?
He and I have some unfinished business.
So long as it stays between just you and him. Ben loves him some good festivities. Blood or booze doesn't matter so long as it's flowing freely. That's why Aldi's is always having to rein him in. Long as it don't get too out of hand, the captain will probably join us rather than shutting things down. I know how to get us started, but you'll be doing the legwork. Seeing as I don't fancy a punishment should the captain get mad.
What do we need to get the rockers started?
The more booze, the rowdier we principally get. The better the booze, well, that's when the real fun starts. I happen to know Deadlight's recently received a shipment of excellent Godkiller's rum. It's reserved for Aldi's private stock. Snatch us a barrel, will ya? They're outside on the eastern rampart at the base of the crane. Careful, though. The stairs will be guarded by Benwith's own crew, and they're in a sour mood.
So what will Benwith do if Aldous' rom is stolen for a party?
He'll savour and guzzle it with the rest of us. Then later find someone to blame.
How can I avoid the guards on the ramparts?
Most direct route to the ramparts is up the stairs by the eastern towers. Arncret's on post there. She's a bit of a gambler, likes a good bet, but loses more than she ought. Oh yeah, Snake Eye's got her for quite a lot of coin. Seems he's good at rigging, and I don't mean sales. I'm listening.
Farewell. Right, so we've got this part first thing to do, but unfortunately, John, we'll have to do that in the next part. If you guys enjoyed, see you guys next part. See you guys then.